In the last 30 days, I sent over 15,000 cold DMs. I booked over 100 appointments, and I did not go to spam because I used this warm up and profile management system that I'm going to show you for Facebook. Okay, so this is basically considering that you are buying a new Facebook account. If you're not, we're going to start from week 2, and it's going to be just the same. Okay, so this is going to be helpful for you either way. So day 1, you're going to log into your new Facebook account. You can buy cheap Facebook accounts from ZDU.com, and you can also buy aged ones so that you are not getting banned straight off the bat, okay? Then on day 2 to 4, you don't want to touch the account. The reason why you don't want to do this is because when you buy accounts from these third-party vendors, right, a lot of the time they're going to be on like the other side of the world in India or something, and then when you log into the account the next day, then what happens is it basically discombobulates. And Meta's like, how did this account just go from India to like the US or the UK in like the span of 5 minutes, right? So we do not touch the account for at least 2 days before we actually start using it, okay? Then on day 5, we are actually going to set up the profile, okay? So you're going to add your profile picture, add your bio, add your posts, add all the stuff that you need to add, okay? Then day 6 or 7, we're not going to touch the account again because we just messed around with all of the settings on the account. Again, very suspicious, so we want to give it some time. Now, this is where we can actually start with the warm-up process. So you need to follow this very, very specific framework, or else you are going to go to spam, and Facebook outreach is not going to work for you, okay? So 5 post likes on the very first day, okay? So this is just going through random posts that you see. Doesn't matter what kind of posts. Ideally, the people that you're cold DMing, this will actually help your reply rate, but just 5 random post likes, okay? We need to be showing the platform that we're actually using it, how it's supposed to be used, okay? Then you're going to send 3 friend requests to people in your niche. Okay, you can do this by going into different Facebook groups in your niche and then sending them a friend request. You're going to send 2 cold DMs, only 2 cold DMs. And what you want to do when you're actually doing these cold DMs is you do not want to copy and paste. You want to actually type out the message. Meta can actually see that it's different when you're actually typing it out. It looks more human, so do not copy and paste the message, okay? Then you're going to send 2 warm DMs. What this means is you're going to send DMs between your different accounts, okay? So for example, if you have like 3 accounts, you'll send one warm DM to one of the accounts that you own and another warm DM to another one of the accounts you own. And that way you can actually reply to that message, because when people reply to your message, it looks at that differently, right? So if you're sending out 100 messages and only like 3 people reply, Meta will see that you have a super low reply rate, like compared to people who are using the platform for what it's supposed to be used for, and they'll see that and ban you. So we need to offset that with sending like replies and messages to our own accounts. If you don't have other accounts, just use like a friend or someone and get them to respond, okay? And then you're going to repost something from that would interest your niche onto your story. Again, just a normal thing that a normal person would do, okay? Then week 2 is all about ramping this up, okay? So day 9, you'll do 10 post likes, 6 friend requests, 4 cold DMs, 4 warm DMs, repost a story, and you're going to increase these DMs by 2 per day each, okay? So 2 warm DMs and 2 cold DMs per day each, and you're going to add 3 friend requests per day each, okay? And then you're going to add 5 post likes each, like per day, okay? So at the end of day 14, you're going to be doing 20 post likes per day, 21 friend requests per day, 14 cold DMs per day, 10 warm DMs per day, and then you're going to repost your story. So as you can see, the post likes cap out at 20 for this week, and the warm DMs cap out at 10, okay? And you're just going to do 1 repost to your story. You can do multiple if you'd like. That will help, okay? Now, week 3, this is where we ramp up to KPI, where we actually want to be with these accounts. This is where we're going to be looking at a ton of calls, because we're going to be able to send a lot more cold DMs, okay? So day 15, we're going to go 25 post likes, 24 friend requests, 16 cold DMs, 10 warm DMs, repost that to your story. This increases. You can go through this thing if you want. It's going to be in the description. You can access it. And by the end of day 21, by the end of week 3, okay, this is where we're at full volume basically. We're going to be doing 30 post likes, 45 friend requests, 30 cold DMs, 10, this is all per account by the way, 10 warm DMs, and reposting to your story. This obviously is a lot of work. I would recommend getting a VA to do this if you have the budget for, because you probably, if you own a business, have better things to be doing than this. But that is kind of how you do. Now, this part is very, very important to get right, okay? So week 4 and onwards, this is basically the management SOP. There's a couple things that you need to know, because if you do this wrong, it's not going to work, okay? Also, one note, half of the DMs, and this is warm and cold DMs combined, half should be sent in the morning and half should be sent in the evening. If you're sending all of these 30 cold DMs at once, again, not a good sign for Meta, okay? So you want to spread these out as much as possible. Even like I have my VA, he does a quarter in the morning, quarter in the afternoon, quarter in the evening, quarter at night. That's the best. If you can't do that, you can split it up halfway through the day, okay? Now, once you've got up to 30 cold DMs per day, that's it. We do not go beyond that amount of cold DMs, or we risk our account getting banned, and it's better just to create multiple accounts if you want to scale than trying to like increase the amount that you're sending from one account, or else you're just going to get banned, and then you're going to reply where it's going to go to 0, and then the whole point is like the whole point of doing this is completely gone. Okay, so once you've done this, right, there's a couple changes that we need to make in week 4. This is what you're going to continuously do for the rest of the time that you are using this account to make sure that you never go to spam, okay? So there's 5 things we need to do. Number 1 is you need to scroll on the account for 10 minutes a day. Again, I know this is like cancerous. You probably got into business and you have to break these habits. Now you have to do it again, right? So again, this is also what I would recommend getting a VA to do this, okay? And then liking 30 random posts, ideally again of the people that you are messaging, okay? Number 2, friend request 50 people per day on the account, okay? This is going to be the people that you're going to be messaging tomorrow, so that ideally when you are messaging the people who you friend request tomorrow, some of them will already accepted your request and you're going to go straight to the inbox rather than the request section, okay? You can also send to people who haven't fully accepted your friend request yet, as long as you have sent the request. Do not start DMing people who you have not friend requested, because you are definitely going to go to spam very, very quickly. Learn that the hard way. Make sure to friend request them first, okay? Step 3, you need to send 5 warm DMs per day minimum. Again, I would do 10, but you can do 5 if you are the one doing it and you don't have the time to do 10, okay? Then you're going to send 30 cold DMs to potential prospects, again, of 30 of the 50 people who you requested yesterday, and then you will repost someone's content to your story every single day. Again, ideally that has to do with your niche, and sending half in the morning, half in the evening, and that is all that there is.